Hello friends, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play of Banjo Kazooie! It's time for another blast from the past. I've really been looking forward to playing this for quite a while now, and it seems like you all wanted to see me play this as well. For anyone who doesn't know, I have a poll up in the community tab where I asked you all what game series you'd like to see me play. And while there were only a handful of votes, those of you who did vote had the majority on Banjo Kazooie. So to all of you who voted, thank you very much. That's what helped determine what I'm playing today. And as a reminder, you can continue to leave votes in the polls that I have up. I do keep track of the numbers, and it really does help me see what you all want me to play. Now with that being said, this will be a 100% run of Banjo Kazooie that I will be playing for you. So I'll be collecting all of the major collectibles throughout the game and beating the final boss. Quick and simple, just how I like it. Thankfully, I won't have to collect as many things as I did in DK64. This really is a much simpler platformer, but it does throw a few interesting twists throughout, so this will not be a real walk in the park per se. But I know I'm going to have fun with this regardless. So why don't we jump into Banjo Kazooie? Let's begin. Now we do have a bit of a story scene intro here. This will not take too long, but if there's one thing I love that this sets up, this game just has so much personality in it, and I'm gonna keep praising it from start to finish as we keep going. But that's one thing I love about Banjo Kazooie. There's so much character, so much personality, and you get to see it right off the bat. For even just an N64 game, this is great. So here we go. Dingpot, Dingbot, by the bench. Who is the nicest looking wench?
Why, it's Grunty any day. She really takes my breath away.
Literally. Yes, you're right. I'm rather proud. My looks stand me out from the crowd. But...
but there is this girl.
What do you mean? This cannot be. There's no one prettier than me.
Why, it's Tootie, young and small. She's the prettiest girl of all.
No, 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 you must be mad. Nicer beauty can't be had.
Unfortunately, I think you'll find it's Tootie. She's cute and kind.
And Grunty here is like, I am not having this. Well, we'll see about that. Also, I just realized, I think that might be the only time she speaks where she doesn't rhyme. Anyone who's watching, keep track of that. That might be the first time I've ever noticed that. Here we got Tootie here, just coming down to a house. And we run into this figure here. Hi there, Tootie. What are you going to do today? I hope I can speed the text up after this. When my big lazy brother wakes up, we're going on an adventure! Emphasis on lazy. I wish I could sleep like this. Banjo Kazooie, here we go. Wake up! I want to go on an adventure too! If Tootie thinks she's fairer than me, I'll steal her looks, and ugly she'll be! Is that your brother? Where, Mr. Mole? I can't see him. Up there in the sky. Does that look like a bear to you? Oh wait, you have problems with your eyesight. Come to me, my little pretty. You'll soon be ugly. What a pity! Let me go, you ugly old hag! And Banjo can sleep through all of this? Don't scratch and bite, my little bear. You'll soon need bigger underwear. Oh no, she's got her. Somebody, help! Banjo, wake up! Now!
What do you want, Kazooie?
Let's get outside. There's trouble. I don't know why, I laugh at that little bit every time. But there we go, simple plot to set this up. Evil Witch steals Banjo's sister here, and we have to go on an adventure to save her. So let's begin with this. Okay, I can speed it up. Good. Listen up. I'm Bottles, the short-sighted mole.
I'm Banjo.
And this here's my buddy, Kazooie. Sure is a strange-looking buddy, Banjo. Can it talk? Better than you can, Goggle Boy. Oh yeah, all the nicknames Kazooie's gonna have.
What was all that noise about? Where's my sister Tootie?
The ugly witch Gruntilda swooped down out of this... Okay, as soon as I had Gruntilda, I started doing Gruntilda's voice. My mistake. Calm down, Geeky. We'll get her back. Where did she go? She flew up to our mountain lair. It's really dangerous, so you'll probably need some training before you go up there. Press A if you want me to teach you some basic moves, or press B if you think you're already good enough. So, because I have not played this in forever, I am gonna just go ahead and play the tutorial, as it were. It doesn't take too long. So, yes, we are going to take the training. If you do skip it, you get all the moves you would learn in this area right away, and you can just go straight up to the lair and start the adventure, which is a really nice touch. So here we go. So I don't have anything to help me move faster, but I'll get that soon enough. So we just have to go around Spiral Mountain here. A very lovely area, if I may so myself, other than the obvious witch's lair that just happens to occupy the space. But I am a huge sucker for N64 era graphics, so to me this is like some of the best. And there's Spiral Mountain. Hello, Spiral Mountain, my old friend. And contrary to what some people may think, this mountain is my friend. Anyways, from a mountain to a molehill, let's talk to Bottles here. Anyone home? Hello again. Let's start with the camera controls. They're on the yellow C buttons. Geez, that's nothing special. Try this then, Beaky. Tap R to move the camera behind Banjo. Is that all, Worm Breath? No. Hold R to keep the camera behind your feathery butt. Try it out. I'll see you at the next molehill. Okay, that was one of the few you can skip, but I'm glad I did remember to check that one, because it did teach me that R button trick. See, you can learn new things in old games. But here we go with one of the starting and what I think is the most important. Your jump could do with some help. Pow, what do moles know about jumping? More than you. Press A to jump, and hold it to jump higher. So there we go, that's the actual jump height that we'll have. Come on, Feathers, you can give him a hand. Why? I look silly, I know it. Jump, and then press A again in the air for a double jump. There we go, so we got a flutter jump. That's it, we're ready to move on. Not until you learn this one. First, you must stand like this. What, wearing ridiculous glasses and a silly grin? I'm not listening. Hold the Z button and press A for the mighty flap, flip, jump. And we'll definitely be making use of that quite often. That's all the jumps. Keep practicing. Now, one of the big reasons I am going around to the molehills here is that at every little subsection, one of the skills you learn helps you to reach one of these empty honeycombs. And in this game, even the inanimate objects are alive. I'm an extra honeycomb piece. Collect 6 of us to increase your energy bar. Yes, everything in this game has a personality, and I just love it. So now we've got the jump, which is good. Now at this one, I think this is swim? Fancy learning to swim underwater. Ooh, sounds difficult, and I'll get my fur wet. Come on, Banjo, I want to swim. Spill the beans, Specky. So control stick on the surface, and once we're in the water, press B, and we can dive. Like so. And we do have an air meter. Oh yeah, we have to wait until you actually tell us that we can do. No, we can. Good. So we have slow swim and fast swim, just like DK64. And another empty honeycomb to help us out. Okay, up we go. Now, if I remember right, there is one more over here that we do need the flap jump to get. There we go. And if you really want to test it, an extra life. Even the extra life has a life. Look out for me, I'm an extra life. Oh, back in the days when extra lives actually meant something. Well, even in this game, it doesn't necessarily matter too much, but hey, extra lives are extra lives. And I do suppose with some of this game's gimmicks, it might matter in some cases. Hey, Banjo, I hope you're not afraid of heights. I'm not. Tell me about flying, Root Muncher. Not until World 2. Not yet, Banjo. Jump onto a tree and then use the control stick to climb up or down. So I will do that on one of these trees over here because I do remember. Empty honeycomb piece. And with Flap Flip, we can get up and get this one. So that's kind of why I'm actually going around the cycle this way. So now we've got a lot of our movement-based things. Now it is time for us to learn a little more offensive presence. We come over to this molehill here. My beak barge attack needs the help of old chicken legs. At least I've got some legs, short stuff. Hold Z, then press B for a powerful barrage attack. See, Banjo? She is useful for something. I'm trying this move out on you next, Jam Jars. That's my cousin. Or brother, I don't know. Banjo Tooie, explain that one. That actually is a character in Banjo Tooie, just so you know. And then finally, our offensive regular moves. Banjo, it's time for you to learn the Claw Swipe attack. What is it? I must know. Simply press B when standing still or moving slowly. Sounds good. What can I try it out on? Nothing, because it's the most useless attack move in the game. Seriously, if you end up using this move for something, tell me how you made it work over other moves you're gonna get. Because this is literally it. It's just swipe. Like, in Banjo Tooie, they actually take the move out and replace it with a different move, which is arguably just as useless, but still somehow more useful. Now it's the forward roll, which we will definitely be using. Oh yes, even the enemies have creative names. This is so much better. Stop rolling! I feel sick. Whatcha? So now it's time for the buzzard to learn a trick. It better be a good one, Squinty. Try out the rat-a-tat-rap by jumping and pressing B in the air. Now where's Collywobble? There we go. Carrots, onions, and cauliflower. World 1 enemies if I've ever seen them. Give me another, Bog Eyes. And of course, once we do this, that's our prize. That's it! You've learned all the basic moves. Meet me at the top of Spiral Mountain. And, because we got all 6 empty honeycomb pieces, we do have an extra health bar segment now. And of course, if we lose all of our health bars segments in one go, we have to restart the whatever world we end up losing all our health in, but we do lose a life in the process. I'm going to try something here as a bit of a little skip. Ah, I got it! Nice! Just a little trick. But yes, if we do end up losing all of our lives, we just literally restart at the start of the layer with, like, refreshed things. So, yeah, again, lives, they matter, yet they don't. So, if we did do the training, this bridge here is actually out, so we can't go into the layer. And that's the way of saying, you learn all the moves first. But if we do end up doing, or skipping the training, we do get to come here right away, the bridge is already good. So now that we've got all of the training taken care of, it is time to begin the real first part of the adventure. Now without context, though. Also, why didn't they make the machine for Gruntilda bigger? This fine contraption, so I'm told, will make me young and Tooty old. Let me go, you fat hag! My brother will come and kick your butt! Rescue you he will not dare. There's many dangers in my lair. Hurry, Klungo, press that switch. I'm tired of being an ugly witch. Yes, Mistress Grunty, power is on. Soon be ready. Banjo, help! Also, I just realized, I think I've done like 3 different voices for her at this point, and I am terrible at keeping consistent with my voices. There he is! The fun begins! My tricks and traps. We'll see who wins. So here we go in Gruntilda's lair, and even one of the catchiest overworld tunes in the Banjo Kazooie universe. Alright. Well, I do know of one thing that I can get right here in the layer right away, but I do want to at least give some story context. So, come to this little area over here, and we see this little jigsaw pad and puzzle here. To enter the world shown on the picture, you must fill in the missing spaces with the jigsaw pieces. I don't think we found any of those yet. I think I saw one near the lair entrance. Come back when you found it. So the major collectible we have to get into this game are the jigsaw pieces, or as they've been known forever as jiggies. As you can see, there's one hiding right up there. So every world in this game will have 10 jigsaw pieces to collect. Even the lair. So this is the first of Gruntilda's lair. And even the jigsaw pieces are alive. And we get to do the Jiggy Jig! Yes. Alright. Piece 1 acquired. We just have to get over here. I can't wait for the actual best movement move in the game, which we will learn in World 1 here. My goodness, Banjo, you're supposed to run and roll. We've got the first jigsaw piece, Goggle Boy. Great. To fill in the missing spaces on a picture, press A. If you don't want to use any jigsaw pieces, press B to leave. Well, no duh, we're going to be using it. That's it. The picture is complete, and the door to Mumbo's Mountain is open. That was such an easy fit. The others may just test your wit. Not really, but we'll see how that works. So, again, this is kind of the nature for a lot of N64 platformers. There's one central area, and then there's a bunch of worlds offshooting from them. This is World 1, Mumbo's Mountain. A fantastic level, if I do say so myself. So as I said, there are 10 jigsaw pieces that we do have to collect. So we will begin the adventure. Bottles down there is saying that there are 3 molehills that we have to find, and each one will teach us a new move. I am going to quickly visit each of those molehills first, and then we'll do what I do best, systematically clearing the world. Oops. No. That's not how that works. So yes. And even the life force is alive. So here's move number 1, and I'll go over all the other collectibles I've been passing by here in a bit. I call this the Beak Buster. Jump into the air, then press Z to send Kazooie slamming hard down to the floor. Also known as a ground pound. Get used to it, Nest Girl. You'll be using it a lot. But we definitely will. So we've got a ground pound, and we can use that to press down switches or break objects from above. I guess while I'm coming over to the next one. So here's the other major collectible that we have to get in the game, musical notes. I'm a note, one of 100 on each world. Collect us to open the note doors. Go into more of those later. But there are 100 notes throughout any world in the game, except for the main layer, obviously, so we just have to collect them. Here's move 2. The Talon Trot will let Kazooie tackle steep slopes with ease. That sounds useful. How does she do it? Hold Z, then press the left C button. Continue to hold Z while moving Kazooie around with the control stick. Go practice. Now we've got the best movement move in the game. So, one of the big things with Banjo Kazooie, and this is just how it is on the N64 version of it, which is what I am playing, these notes, they are not a permanent collectible. If I leave this world, whatever score I have with my notes is the score I've got for the world. I have to come, if I do not get 100, I have to come back in here and collect every note again in order to try to beat the record. So that's one thing that made this game very difficult. And then we got these birds here, the Jinjos. Yippee, you saved me! Gruntilda has imprisoned 5 of us Jinjos on each world. Free us all to get a Jiggy. Speaking of Jiggy, that's what I love about the early worlds. They're easy to collect. And of course, we do get a Jiggy Jig every time. When you're ready to leave this world, return to the start area and stand on the exit pad. Okay, I am going to come over here just real quick. Another collectible, Mumbo tokens. Me, Mumbo's token, used for Mumbo magic. Go into more of that in just a bit, because I need to collect 5 for this world. Oops. And of course, with Talontrot here, we are able to climb up steep slopes. And because it is fast, typically, you will be staying in this for quite a while. I did miss a Jinjo up here, so I'll collect that. So I know I've been going through that pretty quick, so I will at least show here what it is we're trying to go for here. All it is that we have to collect out of every world are 10 jigsaw pieces. Those are the most important ones, and those are permanent, by the way. They're not like the notes. We have to get a high note score, which in this case is collecting 100 notes, and collecting 2 empty honeycomb pieces per level. Other than that, everything is a regular item. So here we go.
Ugh, this congas tree. Me hit bear with oranges.
Here we go.
Don't touch congas blocks.
Too bad. You're the one who's doing that.
Ugh, clever bear, find congas gold.
Don't mind if I take the gold. And then, I'll be honest, this took me a while here to get that, to figure out that that's what you had to do, is collect this orange for something. The oranges are nice. I much prefer strawberries. This little monkey over here wants an orange. And as soon as we give it... Ooh, Chimpy like Conga's orange. Chimpy, help Fat Bird and Bear. We get a platform going up. Yes, it does seem like they hand jiggies out quite a bit right off the bat, but trust me, this will get tougher. So we just flap up here, which we couldn't do before, because that was actually too low. Where are the eggs? Kazooie can learn to use us as ammo, which we will learn right here. Time for the buzzard to learn the ancient ways of the egg. I'm listening, Beetle Breath. Hold Z, then press the top C button to shoot an egg out from your mouth. Hey, sounds cool. Anything else? Sure. Press the bottom C button instead, and you can shoot them out from behind. Sheesh, sounds painful. Wish I'd never asked. Birdbrain can carry 100 eggs in her backpack. Oh, and you can also use the control stick to aim while you are crouching. Exciting, huh? And yes, obvious puns are obvious. So we get a few eggs to start with, and he's just saying, good job, you've learned all the moves you can. So, if we go forward, we do this. And as you can see, it goes for a fair distance. And if we do this, we fart them out. I think I can, yes, I can recollect them in that case. So, then we got a little challenge over here. Test it out.
Me safe here. Bear can't hit conga.
Is that what you think? Jump. And jump. And jump. And one more.
Ugh, bear beat conga. Me give other gold prize.
There's so many jiggies hiding in this corner. But I will go to that eventually, because we do have to come over here. Besides this one Mumbo token. Another thing we have to look out for in each of the worlds is this Gruntilda switch. If we hit this, that summons a Jiggy or a way to a Jiggy in the overworld. And that's how you collect the Jiggies in Gruntilda's lair. Now we'll just get this, and we'll make our way back up. And before Conga hits us with more fruit. I mean, first there were vegetables, and now there were fruit? My goodness. Okay. So we're doing pretty good there. Alright, I'm gonna make a little pit stop off the cliff here. When I played this game for the first time, what I'm about to do was the last thing I ever figured out how to do in this world, and this took me forever to learn. So here's the tip. That's what I'm trying to go for. I missed completely. No wonder it took me forever. Alright, but I do have to come down here to get a few things anyway, so why not? Also, Bottle's now chipping in here. You've collected enough notes to open the first note door. We will get into that eventually. these notes, then I will get the Jinjo trapped on the island as soon as I can collect the notes. Almost. We'll just do this. So that's 3 of them. And I did skip it right off the bat, but there is one hiding right over here, alongside another Mumbo token. So we'll get that. Oop, almost. Now that's the good part. We are just about at the end of World 1. Yes, this is pretty quick, but this is supposed to be the tutorial world of the game, so it really does help you at least practice. And that's actually why a lot of people say that this is one of the best tutorial worlds in a majority of video games. Like, it does a really good job introducing a lot of the main mechanics and gives you an ample playground to actually practice. So now we're gonna come in here real quick because there is one Mumbo token hiding up here. Now, as you can see, there are some hills that even Kazooie like this cannot climb, so that's another little puzzle we'll have to figure out. But we have a skull over there. Perhaps that will be our aid. But we'll take care of that in a bit. So now we got Beakbuster practice here. So for this, we just have to smash all the huts in. Every hut has a set order of what will appear. So the first hut you smash will always be notes. The second hut will be the eggs. Third hut is an enemy, which, hey, no problem to me. Fourth will be a Jinjo, which, hey, guess what? Now that I've freed all 5, that's a Jiggy. And another thing too, Jinjos will also reset if you leave this world and or die. So if you are trying to get the Jinjo Jiggy, make sure you don't die. Extra life. Almost got 100. And the final hut you smash is a Jiggy. 7 of 10 already. Okay. And hey, look at that. You know where to go. Number 8. Alright. Now we got this little puzzle over here. This one actually has a bit of a trick to it. I'll show it off here. We Juju, Mumbo's totem pole. Feed us with nice blue stones. So for this, we just have to shoot an egg into the pillar here. Kind of reminiscent of the big totem in Donkey Kong 64's Angry Aztec. Now for this, actually, we don't want to do the final one, because there is an empty honeycomb piece up here, and if you take care of that, you have to reset the level. And by getting rid of the last one, look at that! Another Jiggy! My goodness, this world just... this world fed us Jiggies really fast. Alright, so now we've got the Shaman Mumbo Jumbo, which I'll wake up here in just a sec. So when you come into Mumbo Jumbo's lair here, you can see a signboard that says how many Mumbo tokens he wants to see. Oh, there isn't anything hiding here. That is correct. Me, Mumbo, best shaman in all game, can help Banjo and Filthy Feathered One. Watch it, hot boy. Mumbo's magic tokens hit by which. Find token, and Mumbo help you. Ah, Banjo has plenty tokens. Stand on skull and press B to see mighty Mumbo magic. I will. I wonder if I'll get any of his super random ones throughout this playthrough. That'll be interesting to see. But his magic turns us into a termite. Mumbo's magic free to change back. You come back when ready. Termite bit small, but not bad for a first spell. Mumbo practice needed. So in some of the worlds, there will be a Mumbo hut that will transform us into some local wildlife, as it were. In this case, we turn ourselves into a termite. And with the termite, not only do we get to speak to the other termites here, who are basically just saying, like, we like what you are wearing, let us have it. Or they don't like us and want to see us gone. We have the ability now to climb surfaces that Kazooie couldn't normally do. However, that all depends on the skill of the player. See how well this goes. Alright, there we go. One more. Gotcha. And of course, they made this one a little bit tough. The termite that just decides to park it right there. Now, if we can just get it... Oh, one more. There we go. Okay, so I'm still missing 6. I have to figure out where I have to go for those other 6 then. Alright, you're just eggs, but I will take them because they are useful. We just come out here, and here's an exit. And why not extra life? See how many of those I'll have by the end of the game. And there's Jiggy number 10. So that's it for Jiggies. This world is complete in that regard. Now, I will also use the termite here. We'll get this. That does help a lot. Now for the real question. There are 6 notes that I did not find. Whereabouts are they? Did I miss any on the hills, perchance? I did, or at least 3 of them. So I just didn't come over too far enough. So did I miss it on this one then? Maybe not. Thank goodness this world is small, because if I had to be searching all over the place for things, this could take forever. Some levels might actually turn into that. So let's figure this out. I had to guess, I would say it's one of these hill sections that I overlooked, but get that eventually. Oops, camera. I did! Okay, 98, 99, 100! So let's just take one last little look here. 110 and 2, and that did not take very long at all. So yeah, it was just something for like early games where it's like, maybe it saves on memory if we don't like have that be a permanent collectible, but we just keep track of it as a score. Like, I don't know, but it is something that does make Banjo Kazooie a little bit more difficult than you might expect, especially for first-time players. That as soon as I leave this world, those notes reset, and I would have to collect them all over again to try and beat the score. Like, for example, let's just say I collected 15 notes and then left. When I come back into the next world, I don't start from 15. I would start from 0, and I'd have to collect 15 and then collect more in order to increase that score. So, if you are good enough at this game, always try to get 100 right off the bat. But we are done in this world, so now we can leave. Now you might notice that I am leaving as a termite. Oh yeah, so Grunty's magic stops you from taking the notes off the world, but the 100 you just collected counts as your best note score. Try to get 100 on each world, as they are needed to open the note doors. Okay, so that termite is just going to be like, oh, he wants my shorts as well. My goodness. And then, when you open a world door, baddies escape and roam once more. Okay, is everyone done talking? Good. So the thing here, as you notice, I've left as the animal that I've been transformed into. I am only allowed to stay as this animal in kind of the immediate vicinity. Like, there will be a trigger that immediately turns me back into Banjo and Kazooie once I kind of leave this section. But we do actually need the termite's ability to climb in order to get this Jiggy. It's these little mini puzzles that come with each Jiggy that is like, hey, they're simple to start, but then they'll pick up in difficulty. So then here Mumbo just says the magic is going to turn weak, so unless you want to stay as that animal, you can keep going, or otherwise you would have to turn back. Which I'm now going to go ahead and trigger that. Magic all gone. Must go back to Bear and Bird. But that's fine, because we've done everything we need to do in Mumbo's Mountain. Now, the big thing we did need out of that was the walk here, because without it, we could not progress. But anyways, this is the note door that was being talked about. This is a note door, sealed by Grunty with one of her powerful musical spells. Open it up then, jam jars! Stop talking about my family like that. He's not here right now. So to collect it, you must collect the musical notes from the worlds. How many do we need? The number on the door is the strength of the spell. The combined total of all your best note scores from the worlds must be at least this to break Grunty's magic. And of course, as you can see, we are plenty good. And with that little celebration out of the way, I think it's time we... Oh, that door was easy for you got past. Unfortunately, you're first and last. Well, it'll be the last for this episode because I've already done a world here and the adventure is going to keep picking up from here on out. So I think I'll take myself my first little break here. And when I come back on the next episode, we will advance to the second world. One of my favorites in the game, actually. So hopefully you'll look forward to that. But anyways, with that being said, thank you very much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this start of Banjo Kazooie. This is another one of my favorite games from the past. I've got a lot of fond memories of this game, so hopefully I'll get to relive all those as I play it for all of you. And maybe even let me know any of your fond memories of this game. Let me know. So, with that being said, take care, stay safe, and have a good day.